who needs algebra when social media teaches you everything you need to know?
You're not getting a cat.
Yes, I am. I had to get this cat because it is the same breed Taylor Swift has. I'm gonna be 16 soon.
Teenage girls are tough to crack.
So far, I've been raising Violet like a dog. You know, dogs, they're fun to spoil. You can put marabou feathers on them, you know, carry them around, feed them treats. They never have to be productive members of society. I hate to take her off socials. I don't want her to feel isolated, but Violet spends a lot of time watching funny videos and memes and scrolling. If I had all of these forms of entertainment at my fingertips when I was her age, I wouldn't have studied for my exams either. And I'm gonna do everything that I can to take away her sources of distraction. And she's not gonna like it. But how do you stay on the right side of being a boundaried, respectful parent and not an enemy?
I need to get this right. Go in too hard with new rules and Violet will run a mile. But when she should be thinking about her exams, all she seems to care about is social media, Taylor Swift, and the University of Miami.
I forgot I printed this out. Oh my God. Should have got it a bit smaller.
The trouble with Violet is that TikTok has told her that the University of Miami is the best school on earth. I don't know what drug lords are funding this algorithm. Let me be very clear. Miami should be underwater. I'm completely against the state of Florida as a concept. I would sooner die than fund my child to live and study in fucking Miami.
University of Miami is definitely very appealing to me because I get to have my own freedom. I get to go to America. It's by the beach and I love the beach. You get to get tanned because it's like Miami weather. Everyone in my school wants to go there, but I will go there. Mum's the only thing standing in my way.
Hi, bestie. Hi. What is this? What are you doing?
My posters.
Oh my God. Why?
It looks great.
This is Will Smith's fault.
Who's he?
The one who sings the song.
That's will.i.am.
No, it's not. Will Smith and will.i.am are different people.
Welcome to my, is that Will Smith? Yeah, sorry, I thought you were talking about the Sesame Street one. Oh.
It's just a very dangerous place. It's shaped like a firearm.
Oh my God, I didn't even notice that it is. Is that Miami or is that Florida?
Go to Miami, even a trash university like that, you do need to have some good scores. Schools place a lot of emphasis on doing very well in GCSEs, and a lot of teenagers feel anxious. Not Violet, cool as a cucumber, doesn't give a shit. She's like, I'm gonna do great, I've revised. But every year, Violet feels like she's done better in her exams than she has.
Right now, I'm getting a 7 in drama.
You come from a musical theater background. You need to be getting whatever the highest GCSE.
Okay, give me some of the lightings in drama. Tell me some of them because that's what you need to know.
I don't know, Violet.
Exactly,
Exactly. But if my parents were paying 35 grand a year for someone to teach me the different lighting states, you believe that I would learn them. I would sit in that fucking class every day.
Tell me something about the Crucible.
You tell me something about the Crucible, and then I will remember it, and I will regurgitate it in an exam and add my own thoughts and make a really flowery essay about it.
I tried.
It cost me 300 pounds a day to send you to school.
I know.
And you need to come home with 300 pounds.
You know what the highest grade was in that class?
What?
A girl who wrote about sex the whole time.
Well, sex sells.
Ew. I do really want to do well on my GCSEs, but who needs algebra when social media teaches you everything you need to know? I'll get a lot more followers when they see my Miami dorm room with my new cat that I'm gonna get.
You're not getting a cat?
Yes, I am.
I said no.
I say yes.
Getting a cat would be the #1 most counterintuitive thing that you could do, because you're gonna be off at school a lot, you're gonna be studying a lot. If you get into a university of your choice, it's gonna be impossible to live in a dorm room with a cat, and I'm not taking care of another dependent in this house. Listen, you really can't have a cat.
Okay.
I'm the parent still, and if I say no, I say no.
Okay, well, we'll see about that. I would like a Scottish fold cat because that's the same cat Taylor Swift has. She's so adorable. I'm so sorry, but look at her.
I am trying to make a bit more time for Violet. It's obviously important to Katherine that Violet and I have a good relationship, but it's also important to myself because I do love her and I want her to be a man in her life that sets a good example. I want her to kind of lean on me down the road.
Hi.
Hello. How was school today?
It was good.
So I got you chocolate. and iced tea, your fave.
Thanks.
I generally always bring a treat for Violet. Yeah, it's a little trick I've learned.
What's for dinner?
I would love you to take the time to order any takeaway, fast food you want.
Cheers.
I think Violet thinks of me as sometimes her stepdad, sometimes her dad, and sometimes just the guy her mom's fucking. Treat yourself, because
Thank you.
you've got a long, hard year of school ahead. Your mom's got these new boundaries in place, and 9:30, phone gone.
I think it's stupid and I'm gonna cry.
I agree, I think it's stupid too.
9:30.
I
I'm
think
gonna
your mom's
be
lost
16
it.
soon.
I know.
Bobby, you turncoat.
I would say at least 10.
At least.
Let me have a chat with her.
You double-crossing, double-dealing double agent.
It is sweet that Bobby's trying to make an effort with me, but it's a bit different now that Bobby's like the fun guy and like the cool guy, because he's not fun and he's not cool.
And you know, it's sad, when we first met each other, you know, you used to fall asleep on my chest when you were 9, and now you don't do that anymore.
No, I'd rather step on charcoal.
Her instincts are to plow me down, run me over, throw me under the bus. It's a tough look for me. I think I just gotta, you know, take it like a bitch. And in the past, you and I had a better relationship, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
And I do want to get that back. And I want to be like fun, cool guy, but I also want you to like respect the very few boundaries that I in play. I'm not trying to do it to be a dick, because I have your best interests in my mind. I'm gonna be pretty laid back this year, because I think it's important that you don't want to kill me.
Yeah.
Boundaries have long been my biggest issue with Violet.
Hi, hello.
So one of my lovely podcast listeners recommended that I seek out a parenting coach for teenagers.
I'm so grateful that you made time to speak to me. I know how busy you must be.
Anita, author of How to Get Your Teen Out of Their Bedroom, has come around today to help me work out how to put in some boundaries and stick to them.
So the point of boundaries, there's no point putting in boundaries just for the sake of them. Boundaries, particularly when it comes to teenagers, are about helping them make good choices. You said it's GCSE year. Would that be the thing that you'd really want to kind of get her focusing on, just doing a bit of studying, or?
Caring about her results is really what I'm looking for.
So we can't make someone care. So we
No.
can't do that. So that's got to come from inside her. So is there anything that she wants to do, kind of the other side of GCSEs, that would encourage her to kind of invest in those?
She wants to get a cat.
Is that going to help her study, do you think, or
I really don't want a cat.
is there a reason that you don't want her to have a cat?
She doesn't look after her dogs. She had a clandestine rabbit in her room for a while that destroyed everything. And it's a 20-year commitment. Plus, I'm allergic.
And have you had that conversation with her about why you have reservations?
Yeah, I explained that it will limit her housing opportunities if she has a cat. She said, no, I'll just get it classified as a support animal, which in fairness, a lot of people do now. I've seen support llamas.
So what does she want to do after GCSEs? Have you talked about it? Has she got a plan?
Well, right now, again, and it's influenced by TikTok, she wants to go to this university in Florida, which I think is an abomination of a state.
So if she wants to do that,
She can't do that.
but is there anything about that that you could use as motivation in any way? I mean, she sounds to me like somebody who actually does set herself goals and does work towards them. She's just not necessarily setting the goals that you want her to.
Yeah,
She wants a cat, and it sounds like you don't want her to get one. She wants to go to Miami, and you don't want her to get one. Is there something here about power and handing over control?
Oh, maybe.
Because that's what the teenage years are all about, really. It's about you had all the power, and now she has to start making her own decisions. And that means you have to give her some of your power, and that's uncomfortable. And it's risky, because she might do things with it that you don't like.
I'm not clutching on to power like an aging dictator trying to rig an election. Violet is 15 years old. I'm gonna get a cat. I'm gonna go to Miami. Both of those choices are gonna end in disaster. Hopefully natural disaster.
Do you think that some reverse psychology is in order, where Bobby and I get some University of Miami kit? shrink my vocabulary right down, and maybe I start smoking. We get like an alligator for the garden.
I'm just gonna reverse psychology this shit. Blech. Cambridge University, bleh. What a trash house.
I think using Miami as a kind of accepting it and saying, okay, Violet, amazing, you want to go to this place. It's not where I would have chosen, but I'm really impressed that you have thought about this and you're looking forward, okay?
Impressed? Impressed. I'm pressed. I am pressed and depressed.
So let's think about what we need to know about that place. What do we need to know to make a good decision?
I don't know what you need. Probably just like a bag of cash and like money laundering skills and a fake ass.
If you think, well, she's just not studying at the moment, she's not caring, what's going to get in the way of that happening, do you think?
I think addiction to sugar, addiction to beige food, and addiction to social media. Losing track of time on social media, staying awake too late on social media. She's like a crackhead up there in that bedroom, but just with TikTok, which I worry might be an instrument of the Chinese government.
So the phone is a bit of a blocker. So then think about, well, how can we just move the phone to the side?
She wouldn't do it on her own. And I don't want her to be disconnected from her peers, so I feel badly taking her social media away.
So boundaries aren't about you saying, right, this is the way it's going to be, it's my way or no way, and that's that. I think it's about collaborating with her, using her initiative to move her in the right direction.
Okay. I love this, Anita, because this is really actionable, and at least her goal, if I see the silver lining, is university, and that's something I can work with. If her goal were like teen pregnancy, you know, that could be worse.
Inspired by Anita, today I'm taking my attack against social media up a notch with a surprise day out for Violet. Collaborating, kidnapping, tomato, tomato.
Any guesses where we're going?
Taylor Swift's house.
No. This is all part of my plan to get Violet focused for her very crucial GCSE year. You can't work with an addict. Do you know what I mean? And Violet's main problem right now is social media addiction, as far as I'm concerned.
Unfortunately, you are going to have to hand in your phone in the evenings and come off social media a great deal.
Not happening. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I really support this dream, but it's not happening. I'm so sorry. Oh God, you really are a comedian, and that's not happening.
Violet has never point blank refused to do what I've asked, but I got her a personal trainer for a while and she didn't like it, then faked an injury and fired the trainer. Suppose that's a way of saying no.
I'm really sorry, but you're not taking my phone.
Well, you want to go to the University of Miami, correct?
The U. Yeah.
Well, I actually looked into it, and I think that Miami is a wonderful place. And perhaps the university is better than I thought it would be.
I don't know what my mum's actually been drinking to get her change in perspective on this whole U-Miami thing, but I don't know. I don't like it. I feel like she's gonna be like, yes, you can go. Yes, actually, never mind, pay for it yourself. I'm really worried. I don't know exactly what universe we're in right now.
And so I like that decision for you, and I want you to look into what it takes to be accepted.
Okay, where are we going, Mum? I'm really scared.
To that end, we are now going to sort of like a phone addicts meetup for teenagers.
No. What? I'm not addicted to my phone.
Give me your phone.
No, you're not taking my phone. No.
If you're not an addict, just give it to me.
No. I'm not an addict. Stop.
Are you sweating? Is your heart rate increased? Are you having withdrawal symptoms?
There you go.
Give me the phone. Let me see your screen time.
No.
Look at you. You're having like some type of physical meltdown now. You're biting your nails. You're giggling uncontrollably.
She's stressed. I've had my phone, honestly, for as long as I can remember. And I don't know why. The thought of it being taken away actually like stresses me out. Like my body's having a reaction to it. Like I don't know why. Normally if I was stressed I'd go on my phone, but I mean honestly.
There might be some langers there.
If you ever say that word again I'm actually gonna throw up.
There might be some hot langers. Lang-a-lang, pang-a-langers.
Why are you saying that?
You're
like 50, stop.
Well, you don't get to see boys in your day-to-day life at a girls' school, so this is exciting.
I mean, I really don't care about them, TBH.
Yeah, because you've lost sexual interest as an addict.
I'm not an, oh my God.
The workshop is hosted by Natasha Devon, radio presenter and advocate for teen mental health.
Hi, welcome.
Hello. Hopefully, this is going to inspire Violet to make better choices when it comes to her phone.
Violet, you can come and have a seat if you want. Just so you know, so we're all going to put our phones in this lockbox for an hour. I hope that's okay. So now Violet's here, if you'd all like to do that. And Katherine, you can put yours in as well if you would like.
I thought, in for a penny, in for a pound. I want to show the children that I'm amenable to this sacrifice.
So if we all just pop our phones in there.
I did not feel very good about handing my phone in. I was like really stressed out. It felt kind of like an intervention.
Oh no, I've almost said it for 2 days. That's not good.
No.
Interesting response. Okay, we'll get to that. There we go, 1 hour. So now that that's done, I thought what would be good is if we all go around and if you know your screen time, you can tell me that. All right, so I'll start here.
My screen time usually averages between like 3 to 5 hours.
The numbers started strong. 5 hours, 3 hours.
I'd say my screen time is about 5 hours.
My screen time's probably like 3 hours.
It was not ideal that Violet announced her screen time last.
About 2.5, 3 hours a day.
My screen time is probably around 5 hours.
I was thinking to myself that whole time, you better lie, bitch. You better bring that number down because I am standing right here and I'm gonna look like a negligent mother on television. You better lie.
Hearing everyone's like screen times is a bit embarrassing for me. It's more like 9 or 10.
10 hours on social media is really bad. And I thought that I raised her better than that. You know, she should know when to lie.
Just tell me if you consider yourself addicted to social media.
I do think that I have a slight codependency when it comes to social media.
I think I'm pretty in control of it, but I will admit it can have a bit of a hold on me sometimes.
Okay, interesting, thank you.
I'd say I'm quite addicted. I think I'm very addicted to TikTok.
I can get hyper-focused on scrolling.
I wouldn't say like I'm that addicted to my phone, but I go on like TikTok a lot and then Snapchat quite a bit.
I really relate to that, but for me it's Instagram Reels because I'm a middle-aged woman, which you are not.
Yeah.
These teenagers aren't clinically diagnosed addicts, of course. They're just on their phones too much. They've come wanting to shed a little light on their phone use, and Natasha has some really useful information about how our minds work when we're scrolling.
Now, your unconscious brain only responds to one thing, really. Does anyone know what it is?
Repetition.
Yes, it's repetition. So if you think about on a given day, how many times you're looking at your social media, what is your unconscious brain taking in by repetition? That's going to form part of your unconscious belief system. And as soon as you believe something, it will affect the way that you see the world. And you have to make sure that the messages that you are absorbing by repetition are helping you to be the sort of person that you want to be.
But the really actionable piece of advice that Violet needs most is to let go of her phone at nighttime.
Getting good quality, consistent night's sleep is so important, not just for your mental health, but for your ability to learn. There's a bit of space between your brain cells, and when you're awake, they get filled with gunk. And when you're asleep, your brain flosses itself. So if you're sleep deprived, you literally have a dirty mind, and it interferes with your ability to focus, concentrate, retain information, problem solve, think creatively, all the stuff you've got to do at school.
Are you paying attention, Violet?
It's definitely weird just sitting and listening to something for that amount of time because I have as it is a very, very short attention span, and I just daydream when my eyes actually drift off and I gaze at nothing, and I would normally fill that time by going on my phone.
So another thing I'm going to encourage you to do is something called a digital sunset. This is ideally an hour before you want to go to sleep. You're going to start reducing your engagement with technology. And you're going to spend that hour doing something that's going to help you relax so that you get that good quality night's sleep. That could be reading, it could be listening to music, it could be doing some gentle exercise. Now I'm going to invite you to go over to the back of the hall and you can practice what you might do during your digital sunset.
Thank you so much for today.
Thank you for coming.
The kids really listen to you, which is great, because they don't listen to their parents.
That's the thing. I don't think I'm saying anything that a parent wouldn't, but sometimes they just need to hear it from someone else, I think.
Can I have my phone back yet?
Yeah, you can.
It's nearly time for you to get your phones back. I love having mine.
Oh no. So mean.
You may have them back now.
Thank you. I feel like I kind of zone my mum out because she says it so often and she tells me again and again and again and again. It was kind of refreshing hearing like someone else's like point of view and like realise that my mum maybe isn't as crazy as she sounds.
Breakfast time!
Daddy's got breakfast ready for you.
Looks like she's been electrocuted.
I know. She was had a mad morning, mad sleep.
Following Anita's advice from yesterday, I plan to talk to Violet about this whole University of Miami and getting a cat thing to see if we can collaborate and find a solution.
Fred, can you tell Fenna to please eat her breakfast?
But it's another busy morning as we're off to our second marriage coaching session after breakfast with the little ones who've obviously kept me up and down all night yet again.
I have to tell you, when I booked the tour, I kind of assumed that because the kids were 1.5 and 3 that they would be sleeping through the night.
That was your first mistake.
I know.
I'm very much looking forward to a solid night's sleep on tour, but it's not completely peaceful when you are concerned about what's going on at home. I don't know that everyone's just gonna be happy and getting on with it. I don't know that Bobby's gonna wake up if the children cry. I don't know that Bobby and Violet will be getting along, and I think that when the dads go on tour, they don't think about those things.
I'm so sorry that they're not. Are you excited for the tour time co-sleeping?
Am I like excited about it? No, but like I'm happy to do it. I'm able to follow my own program.
I love Bobby, but he is very confident and unrealistic. He really believes that he does as much as I do already because he takes over the night shift once in a while. When he's doing it relentlessly, I think he's going to be exhausted. Well, when he hasn't had 8 hours of sleep. And I mean, Bobby does need sleep, which is fair enough. He's got a high metabolism and lots of muscle mass, where I don't. I'm mostly just fat and Botox at this point.
The deepest fear is that if someone were to get sick, that's when I get a bit, is someone gonna like perish mode?
Wouldn't it be a bad idea to get you a first aid class? Because
no, it's not about the, I have taken first aid.
It is about that, because remember the time Fred got peanut butter stuck to the roof of his mouth and you thought that he was dying and nearly took him to A&E until I peeled him out of the car and scraped the peanut butter off the roof of his mouth.
I have issues, okay?
I need you to understand vital signs, distress signs.
I do. If someone's distressed, I know, and I get stressed.
You're always distressed.
Well, that's because I married you.
Maybe by the end of the tour, they actually will be sleeping through the night and we can get our lives back.
Did you mess with me last? Oh my God. Mama.
You got her the cat.
I did not get her anything.
Where'd you get that cat?
Online.
Online? So it just arrived?
No, I went to someone's house and I picked it up.
Violet, oh my gosh.
Violet getting the cat definitely shows her attitude towards authority, which is, she is the authority.
Fenna, look at the cat. Do you want to say hi? Hi. Isn't it so cute?
Violet.
Yeah?
When did you get permission to have a cat?
Never really, but it's fine.
Violet, this is really quite bold, actually, for you to just go out and get one and bring it into my home.
Well, I paid for it.
You paid, okay, but the cost of a cat is exponential to how much the price of a cat is, because she's gonna scratch the carpets, pee on my carpets. I thought your goal was to go to university, and now you're a teen mom. I can't believe you got this cat.
I had to get this cat because it is the same breed Taylor Swift has. And I saw her and she's just like honestly the cutest thing ever. Oh, she's hungry. Okay, I'm gonna go feed her.
Bye.
Bye.
Nice to meet you. What's the name?
Willow Taylor.
Willow Taylor. I just knew that she was gonna get the cat.
This is why it's pointless just saying no, because she's getting to an age of independence and she has her own money. She can just go do things.
Right, so then what do we do? Nothing?
I don't know. She's never disobeyed me before.
Well, is getting a cat disobeying you?
Yes, I said she's gonna get a cat.
So she's gotten one, so she disobeyed you, so now what do you do?
I don't know what people do when their kids disobey them. I was firmly against the cat, and what did she do? She went out and got a cat. It was a real wake-up call.
What are you supposed to do, yell at her? Like, what do you want to do, ground her? She loves being in her room anyway, with the cat now.
I don't know what to say. For the first time ever, the cat's got my tongue.